Hello guys, how are you doing? Hope everyone is doing well today. So glad to see you again in my Silver Lining YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna read the continuation of Wild Darling Story Part 24. Hope you enjoy it. Happy listening! All my well was my pride and it was lost it. I don't wish this bad feeling for my enemy. I felt like my soul was in my throat and I couldn't breathe. I could hear someone's voice just as I was thinking. What happened to Fariba? Najia called out, "Brother! Mom! Dad! Come on, come here!" I couldn't see anything, and Najia's voice was repeated over and over again. I had lost the power to move. Karim's voice was the last thing I heard. "The color of her face is pale." Then he said, "We have to take her to the hospital." This is from Karim's side. "Thank God this has been resolved and she will not go anywhere, so I'm not worried anymore about where she goes or if she will leave me. She is very stubborn and hurt herself by doing so." I breathed a sigh of relief when Najia's voice rose. She called everyone and asked for help. I went to the side of the kitchen. Seeing Fariba laying down on the floor, my legs were trembling for a few moments. I asked Najia what happened to Fariba. Najia said, "I don't know. I came and saw Fariba in this position." I immediately opened her mouth and saw that she hadn't eaten anything. My father asked for some water to be splashed on her face and said, "She has regained her consciousness." I said, "Now we have to take her to the hospital." I lifted her, and when I arrived at the yard, my mom came and said, "The girl is sick. Nothing has happened, but she is like this. God bless us in the end." I didn't listen to my mother and put Fariba in the back seat of the car. It was like a light breath. Najia hugged her head and we moved. It was 10 minutes away to the hospital, and then she was soon transferred to the emergency room. The doctor put an infusion on her hand and said that there was nothing serious with her, but she just got weak due to her anemia. She's coming to her consciousness soon, and there is no need to worry. Najia was sitting next to Fariba and holding her hand. I approached Nadia and told her to massage Fariba's hand to which the infusion was attached, very slowly so that when she regained her consciousness she would not be in pain because of it. Nadia nodded her head and massaged Fariba's hand. Fariba's face was more like the face of the dead. I wish I knew what was her real pain. Why was she too hard to herself? She didn't even tell me about what she wanted from me. Maybe I could help her if I knew. I did everything that came to my mind, at least which I think was good for Fariba, but still this girl was not pleased. It was half an hour ago when I noticed that the color had returned to Fariba's face. Her cheeks were pear-shaped. Little by little, she opened her eyes, and when she saw Najia, she called out, "I want some water." Najia hugged Fariba happily and said, "What was this crazy girl doing? Why did you become like this?" Fariba, whose voice could not be heard clearly, said, "I didn't know either." I said, "I knew. Everyone should not miss a few meals every day." Najia said, "Stop it. She's sick. Why are you talking like this?" Whatever, now go out and bring her some water. I cursed the devil and went out. My father, who as always had found a few people to talk to, saw me and said, "What happened? Is she okay?" I said, "Yes, she regained her consciousness." He said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I should get some food for Fariba. She hasn't eaten for several days. Every person who does not eat will be like her." I went out of the hospital and didn't see any food stall there. Ironically, there was a barbecue shop nearby. Although she is not healthy, but I think Fariba likes eating kebab and she has to take some so that she may have her appetite back. Beside kebab, I took some fresh fruit for her and went back to the hospital. Her eyes sparkled when she saw that kebab, but she was not happy like the first time. I left some kebab next to her and said, "Bon appetit. Eat all, please. Don't be shy." Fariba looked at me with droopy eyes and said, "By God, who said I'm shy?" Fariba, you don't understand yourself, or you have really misunderstood yourself. Eat that kebab before it gets cold. At the same time, Najia came in and said, "It's better to go home. I had the smell of the hospital, and I feel bad." "Dear Fariba, if you feel better, let's go home." Fariba also said, "Yes, I'm fine, no problem. We're going home soon." When I saw that everything was back to normal, we got out of the hospital and drove home. All the way home, my father advised Fariba to think about her health and always eat her food. Fariba didn't listen at all and turned her face away. I wonder what made her so disappointed. I didn't remember everything. I thought it was because she doesn't like Gulsam. But when she came to this house, she already knew that I had a fiancé, and she had no problem about it. It's been just a few days since I saw this unusual behavior of Fariba. I stood in front of the house and hurriedly said, "Najia, take Fariba's hand. She still loses her balance." Fariba said, "No, I'm fine. I can make it. Thank you." I looked at Najia and told her to take her by the hand. Najia immediately took Fariba by the hand and we entered the house. Nadia saw us and said, "Wow, wow. It was not so much a ritual to bring her to the hospital like this, while no one cares about Samia." I looked at Nadia and said, "Do you have tea?" Her smile faded away and said, "Sure." Then I asked, "What kind of tea?" She said, "It's green tea. I just made it." I said, "I don't want green tea. I want black." Nadia said, "How is it possible? I knew you always drink green tea." Karim got surprised to hear Nadia's word and said, "Do you want to make black tea now or I have to make it by myself?" Nadia said, "Okay, okay, I'll do it. I have all this problem and I have to endure the wounds of Nadia's sharp tongue as well. God bless me and this wise girl." Well, guys, that's all for now. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope you enjoy it. Part 25 or Wild Darling story will be coming soon. And don't miss it. By the way, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.